In 1994, Jeff Bezos founded e-commerce giant Amazon out of his garage in Seattle. With over $200 billion net worth, he is the richest person today, bigger than the entire market capitalizations of AT&T, Unilever, Tata, Citigroup, Morgan Stanley, and Shell. He also owns leading newspaper The Washington Post and owns space company Blue Origin. For the first 26 years of his life, he seemed like a typical nerd. Growing up in Texas and Miami, he built homemade versions of toys he could not afford and appeared in a documentary about gifted children. In 1964, Jeff Bezos was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico as Jeffrey Jorgensen. He never knew his biological father. His adoptive father was Mike Bezos, a Cuban refugee. At his childhood, he moved to different places with his father that includes Texas and Florida. In 1986, he graduated in computer science from Ivy League Princeton University. While in college at Princeton, he realized that he couldn't keep up with other students in his honors physics classes, so he switched his major to computer science. After graduation, he started to work at a fintech startup, Fitel, where he was promoted to head of development and later to director of customer service. After 2 years, the startup failed. So in 1988, he left and took a job as a product manager at Bankers Trust, later where at the age of 26, he was promoted to vice president. In 1990, he joined a newly founded hedge fund, D.E. Shaw & Company. In 1994, at the age of 30, he was promoted there to vice president. As a vice president, he was tasked with researching new business opportunities on the rapidly growing internet, which was held tremendous potential in the early 1990s. It was while managing Shaw's new internet investments and analyzing the nascent e-commerce sector that Amazon began to take shape as an idea. After making a list of 20 products he could sell online, he decided that books were the most viable option. In 1993, Jeff left his job at D.E. Shaw and decided to open an online bookstore. In 1994, he founded Amazon in his garage. Jeff Bezos originally wanted to give the company the magical-sounding name Cadabra. He finally chose Amazon because he liked that the company would be named after the largest river in the world. He wrote his business plan and moved to Seattle, which was a massive book distribution hub at the time. He invested $245,573 in newly formed Amazon, which he got from his parents. Also, he invited a group of 60 family friends and pitched the idea. Eventually, he raised $1 million from 20 investors. Each investor invested $50,000. In 1997, Amazon went public and the company raised $54 million. The IPO placed Amazon's total value at around $438 million, making Jeff Bezos a millionaire. In 1998, Amazon expands its offerings and starts selling CDs and DVDs. The music section launched with 125,000 titles, far more than the average physical music store. In 1999, due to success of Amazon's expand into music, its share went from $10 to $355, placing Amazon valuation at $30 billion and making Jeff a billionaire. Amazon and Jeff Bezos is the story of great accomplishments, but the road to success was not without challenges. In 2001, due to the dot-com bubble, Amazon market cap dropped to $2.5 billion. In the next 3 years, Amazon accumulated net losses of $3 billion, which also caused Amazon to lay off 15% of its workforce. Amazon stocks were going down, but Jeff always reinvested company profits and took certain risks, like investing huge sums in projects that would pay off later, like Amazon Prime, Amazon Web Services, and the Kindle. Jeff Bezos initially started to sell books online, but he always had in mind to sell everything online on Amazon. In 2002, Jeff started to sell clothes. He announced Amazon partnership with several major clothing companies to offer 400 apparel brands in its online store. Within a year, Amazon moved far beyond books, with offerings that include electronics, toys, kitchenware, and even magazine subscriptions. Jeff not only stopped at e-commerce, but he also expanded the Amazon business operations by selling web services, and hence in 2003, Amazon Web Services was launched. In 2020, Amazon Web Services accounted for 59% of all Amazon net income. In 2005, Amazon Prime was launched, which was a $79 a year loyalty program that includes free 2-day shipping on any order. Prime Video additionally offers a content add-on service in the form of channels called Amazon Channels or Prime Video Channels, which allow users to subscribe to additional video subscription services from other content providers with Prime Video, such as HBO, Showtime, Stars Play, and Shudder. In 2021, Amazon Prime, with 175 million members worldwide, is considered one of Amazon's most valuable assets, with $25 billion annual revenue. Jeff Bezos started projects at start, but lately he started acquiring companies. In 2007, Amazon Kindle was launched. Within 2 months, Audible was acquired for $300 million. Audible now holds 41% of the audiobook market, which has been growing rapidly with the rise of smartphones and streaming-enabled car stereo systems. In 2009, Amazon bought online shoe store Zappos for $1.2 billion. As it is said, if you cannot beat them, buy them. Amazon was failed to penetrate in shoe market. The Zappos deal enabled them to lead the shoe market. The Zappos management team remained intact, and the company continued to operate as a wholly owned subsidiary of Amazon with headquarters in Las Vegas. In 2012, Amazon acquired Kiva Systems, a maker of warehouse robots, for $775 million. The deal allowed Amazon to ramp up automation at its fulfillment centers, delivering products faster and with less need for human staff. In 2014, Amazon acquired Twitch Interactive $970 million. Twitch is a video live streaming service that focuses on video game live streaming, including broadcasts of esports competitions. Today, Twitch is the major competitor of YouTube. In 2017, Amazon acquired Whole Foods, a supermarket chain with over 461 stores worldwide, for $13.7 billion. The deal was made as Amazon was struggling to penetrate in competitive online grocery delivery business. In 1998, Bezos also became an early investor in Google. While he has not revealed what he has kept of the stock after its initial public offering in 2004, his $250,000 investment would be worth billions today. In 2005, Bezos Expeditions was founded to serve as a family office for Jeff Bezos by managing his personal investments. Through Bezos Expeditions, he invested in several startups and well-established businesses. Today, Bezos Expeditions manage around $107 billion worth of assets by holding stakes in tons of companies. In 2017, he invested $200 million of his personal wealth to agriculture technology company Plenty. Plenty develops plant sciences for crops to flourish in a pesticide and GMO-free environment. The investment is the biggest Jeff's reported investment in any single startup. In 2017, he invested $190 million of his personal wealth to educational technology company EverFi. According to the EverFi website, the company is fulfilling the need for scalable education in an ever-changing world. In 2014, he invested $150 million into cybersecurity company Lookout. The cybersecurity company provides its services to both large organizations as well as providing security to individuals on their personal mobile phones. Jeff also invested some millions in projects like Airbnb, Uber, Twitter, Business Insider, Blue Origin, Funbox, MakerBot, Domo, Grail, Juno Therapeutics, Overtime, Workday, ZocDoc, and many more which cannot be counted easily. In 2013, Jeff bought the leading newspaper Washington Post, which was financially struggling, for $250 million. Though within 3 years the paper doubled its web traffic and became profitable. But the question was why Jeff bought the paper at all. Perhaps he bought the paper for cultural reasons rather than business reasons, protecting the tradition. Though $250 million is peanuts for someone like Jeff Bezos, but he wouldn't waste it just to preserve culture. It is said owning a newspaper gives you a social status like MLB and NFL franchise holders. They become immediate players in their regions. If you rescue a paper from closing permanently, you are considered a civic hero or the White Knight. In 2000, Jeff Bezos founded space company Blue Origin. When Jeff Bezos was a kid, he saw a dream that one day he will go to space. As he said, ever since I was 5 years old, I've dreamed of traveling to space. In 2015, Blue Origin made history by successfully launching and landing a reusable rocket for the first time. The company is currently developing a lunar lander called Blue Moon that will make robotic cargo deliveries to the lunar surface. In July 2021, Jeff Bezos steps down from Amazon, exactly 27 years after he founded it. He handed over the CEO job to Andy Jassy, the head of Amazon's cash cow cloud computing division. He is transitioning from CEO to an executive chairman role that will allow him to focus on early initiatives and new products, while also freeing him up to focus on his other passions like Blue Origin and The Washington Post. In July 2021, Jeff Bezos with his younger brother Mark Bezos went on Blue Origin's first human spaceflight. He was the second billionaire to go into space, as a week before, British billionaire Richard Branson also went to space, which also started a rivalry known as the Billionaire Space Race. In 1997, Jeff Bezos became a millionaire when he raised $54 million from Amazon IPO. Within 2 years, he became a billionaire when Amazon stock went to $89 from $18 IPO price. Same year, Forbes listed his wealth as $10.1 billion. Due to dot-com bubble, Amazon went into loss of $500 million, which caused the Amazon stock to plunge by 90%, which brought his net worth down to $1.5 billion. From 2005 to 2007, he quadrupled his net worth to $8.7 billion. The biggest driver of his net worth was launching of Amazon Prime and the money-making Amazon Cloud Computing Unit, also known as Amazon Web Services. During the Great Recession of 2007, when small businesses were struggling to make ends meet, but Amazon thrived, its revenue went from $10.7 billion in 2006 to $48 billion in 2011, which brought Jeff's net worth to $18 billion. In 2014, with the announcement of Amazon making his own smartphone, his net worth went to $30 billion. A year later, Forbes estimated his net worth to $50.3 billion, and he made headlines when he gained $7 billion in an hour to become the fifth richest person in the world. In 2017, he became the first ever person to reach $100 billion. At the same year, Amazon's annual revenue reached $177 billion, and its stocks skyrocketed at over $1,000. Forbes' 2017 version listed Jeff Bezos as the richest person in the world. In 2020, during the era of COVID and lockdowns, Amazon profits flourished, and its revenue went to a whopping $386 billion, which is more than the revenue of Google, Facebook, Netflix, and Tesla combined. Jeff Bezos' innovation can be clearly seen in Amazon financial results. His success has been driven by the firm's global expansion, but mainly by expanding into a wide variety of other sectors: video streaming services and devices, cloud services, and groceries, with the acquisition of Whole Foods Market, have allowed the company to compete directly with technology giants such as Facebook, Apple, Google, and Netflix. So we understand that Jeff Bezos' vision and diversified sector strategy enabled Amazon to grow as the third largest company in the world by revenue. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this.